Hey guys, this is Dennis, aka Swamp Wampa, and I have a new sample pack called Heavy Bass Growls. It's a free sample pack of growls and bass sounds for EDM like dubstep and drum and bass. And I'm going to show you with the demo track how I layer these bass sounds with subs, as well as how I layer my drums. The download link is in the description. Let's go.
Drop the bass and fucking level.
The first thing I do on the drum break loop is use a plugin called Kickstarter by Nicky Romero. It works the same way as a sidechain compressor. It takes audio from the kick and snare drums and ducks out the audio from the drum loop. Then I use a really simple EQ to notch out the fundamental of my snare sample. I'm using a plugin called The Sub by Iceberg Audio for my sub sound. It has a little bit more processing. I use distortion and compression from Serum, and I use the stock auto filter from Ableton in parallel with the dry signal so that it has some movement. And then another instance of Kickstarter being triggered by the kick drum so that the two low-end instruments don't clash. I also make everything below 120 Hz mono. And now for the growl sounds, I basically group everything and process them all at once. I use erosion for texture, a little bit of reverb, another 2 instances of Kickstarter to get the kick and snare out of the way, and then I group the sub sounds and the growl sounds so I can use bus compression and saturation on both of them together. I really like using drum rack inside of Ableton because it lets you split all of your different drum sounds into separate chains so you can process them separately. I have different EQs for my kicks, my hi-hats, and crashes and snares, and then I use these separate outputs to trigger those different instances of Kickstarter. I hope this little run through was helpful. If you want me to make an in-depth video on any of these concepts, let me know in the comments. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. You can find the Heavy Bass Growls sample pack in the description. And if you haven't yet, go check out my debut album, Euphoria Droid, on Spotify. See ya.